Hi, Jesse from Sandbar, Newcastle, the home of surf. With me today I've got Kye Fitz in store from Hayden Shapes, and we're lucky enough to have him run us through a couple of things about Hayden's newest offering, the Holy Grail. And well, Kye, I reckon this thing looks really interesting. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so for me this is one of the funnest all-rounders I've surfed in quite a while.
Yep.
What I really dug about this board was like this, the middle part here where I felt like I had a really smooth entry into the wave, and the board would just take off effortlessly for me. Yeah. And then what was also really cool is like when I draw out my tones from my cutbacks or a backhand bottom turn, the board would turn really tight in the pocket late in the turn. So to get me into parts of the wave where I wouldn't normally be able to get to, which was super cool and super fun.
Yeah, right. And I read that comparatively to the Hypto Crypto, it's pretty easy to gauge how to ride this board or which size to get.
Yeah, that's true. Like I love my Hypto. I ride a 5'8" Hypto, so I ride a 5'9" in the Holy Grail, just 1 inch longer. And it's for me it was a really easy transition to go from my 5'8" Hypto to my 5'9" Holy Grail, because they have a similar sort of volume. The Holy Grail is a little less volume, but that's what you want, because you want to surf your Holy Grail in sort of more all-round waves when it's a bit suckier. Yeah. Which and you can just surf with a bit more performance than the Hypto.
Yep.
So it can kind of take your surfing to the next level.
So a good transitional board from coming from say an intermediate surfer that's heading into a more advanced
Perfect. 100%.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
And the one thing that I can kind of see is a couple of interesting features in the back end here. You've got this nice sort of convex sort of style rail cut in the back, and then also this concave deck here.
Yep.
Really interesting.
So this is what Hayden calls a reverse cut rail. And he's got it right back in the tail here because he does want the board to turn tight late in the turn.
Yep.
And he also wants to keep a bit of extra area through the tail here, so the board really trims across flat sections, flat parts of the wave. He's also built in this concave deck, so your foot sort of sits right in the board and stays nice and connected.
Nice.
Which is what you want sometimes with EPS or epoxy technology.
Yeah.
Just when the board, because the boards accelerate so quickly, you want to stay nice and connected on the face of the wave.
Yeah.
And that's what that concave deck helps me do anyway.
Yep. Of course. Yeah, it's great. The Holy Grail by Hayden Shapes. Come in store and check it out, or check it out online. Full size break in stock with both FCS2 and Future Fin options.